What's going on, guys? Welcome to the life and times of Nate G. So pretty much, this is my ninth channel being made. I had my last channel, the MG Outlet, which I love more than anything in the world. Let me turn down my headset. I love so much, but the company I work through Vidthrough, going in the future, some pretty big things are happening. They want me to have a channel that's more personal to me and kind of worry about the business stuff on their channel. So they want me to kind of relax a little bit. Phil knows I'm stressed out. He says I need to relax, so he's right. I'm going to bring competitive into Vidthrough, and then I'm going to bring you guys some just ridiculous commentaries about some ridiculous things. And we're just going to kind of chill, learn some life lessons, and have some fun. It's really what we're about right here on the Life and Times. Sorry, I stepped away from my mic. On the Life and Times of NateGould. So we're looking at a 79-7. I think that's the score. 69-7. I'm sorry. I wish 79. 69-7 demolition on grid. Pretty awesome. You know how people skip the chopper gunners? I did that while I was recording it in theater mode because my computer's not fast enough to watch a 10-minute video in Sony Vegas. It's just really choppy. So I wouldn't be able to actually commentate to the video that way. So if you see the choppers, that's kind of ghetto. Yeah, that's how we do it. So today, I'm not really doing an introduction video because most of the people coming to this channel will be my old viewers from all my channels. And hey guys, guess what? I'm in love with you. But today we're talking about a very important topic, so you guys need to stop fooling around. This is serious right here. And that topic is bike safety. Yeah. It's about to get real in here. You're like, Nate, why do we have to learn about bike safety? Wait till you hear the story I'm about to tell you. You'll be like, Nate, teach us more about bike safety. Yeah, it's about to get intense in here. Just get ready. Just get ready. So, the story here I'm about to tell is about a boy named Chippy. No, I am not said Chippy. That's not his actual name. It's just a nickname. We used to have a friend of mine. He moved to Florida. His name is Chippy. I haven't talked to him in a while. I guess he lost his cell phone, and then I broke my cell phone, and then he got his cell phone but didn't have my number, and I got my cell phone but didn't have his number, and it's all been a bunch of sad faces. Hopefully one day we will be reunited, and it'll feel so good. But me and Chippy were bike riding in New Jersey when we used to live right up the street from each other before he moved to Florida about 4 years ago. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I don't know. A long time ago. So he moved to Florida, but when we lived in New Jersey, there was this little place. It was kind of like a patch of. How do I explain this? It's not it's just a little patch of woods, but it's literally the size of a big. Think of a big. What are those things called? A big driveway. It's kind of what it looked like. It was just wider than a normal driveway would be. Just kind of think of it as that. And it was just kind of dirt, so we built a jump there. And a lot of kids in the neighborhood rode their bikes on there. And me and Chippy were riding bikes, hanging out, not wearing our helmet. We were not safe. Well, this is why the story is coming into play, even though it has nothing to do with a head injury. We weren't dressed properly, no knee pads. We should have been wearing jeans. Nope. We weren't. We were wearing basketball shorts, and Chippy and I we were jumping things because we're adventurers and we don't like to just jump. Who wants to just fly in the air without the risk of landing on something and try and jump and crashing and destroying your life? I don't know. I know we didn't. So we are riding bikes. We're jumping some little stuff. And we find this mail crate. Yeah, those little white boxes. They're not very. They're not very durable. They're not very hard. They're not very well made. I love Scotch. They're not very well made or anything like that, but they're still a box, and they're pretty high. So we were gonna we were going big today. Yeah, we're jumping the mailbox box, the mailbox crate, the post office box. I don't know. So we're going to jump it, and I jumped and I landed because come on. It's me, right? I'm not gonna. It's a freaking mailbox box. And Chippy goes to jump it, and it was not that good of an ending. So he jumped it. He caught it on the bottom of the box, and the box collapsed. But what happened was, when the box crushed in a little bit, it crushed in around the tire, and it kind of grabbed his tire and just pretty much like tripped him, like if you put your foot in front of someone's foot while they're running. And Chippy fell. He didn't fall that hard. The fall wasn't that bad. He didn't land on, he didn't land on his head. He landed on his tuchus. But what did happen, and he had his back to me, and he just started screaming. And I was like, dude, come on, you didn't fall that hard. Like, we're jumping over mailbox boxes. And he was screaming, and I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, dude, there's a hole in my leg. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you're crazy. I walk over there. The handlebar went through his leg, and what happened was, okay, so a handlebar is not very sharp. So just think of it this way. If a knife goes into something or somebody, it's just like a nice little stab mark. If a blunt handlebar goes into someone, what's going to do is it's going to push against the leg until it just breaks a huge hole in the skin. So you have to think the hole is about twice the size of the actual handlebar because it was blunt. So he has this huge hole in his leg, and I swear to God, guys, like this is crazy right here. I'm about to tell you, it went through, it tore the muscle in his leg, like in his thigh. And when I looked in there, I swear to God, all I saw inside of his leg was blood, and then white, I guess like white shards of the muscle floating inside of this, like inside of all of his liquids inside of him. It was disgusting. It was one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. So, the story gets better. We got blood, we got gore. Now, yeah, we're moving on to the best part, boobs. Yeah. So what happens is, I pick a random house out of the entire, the road that this, this driveway patch of death is on. And I knock on this girl's door, and I'm like freaking out. By the way, guys, we are young. Gosh, I had to have been like 14, 15, I don't know. Like, we were young. Yeah, I don't exactly know our ages, but we were definitely young. Maybe even in middle school young. I don't even know. So I knock on a random door, and some girl comes out, and she's in like her pajamas. So she's in like booty shorts and like a skimpy tank top. So she's rocking some cleave, and I was like, oh yeah, this girl has to help Chip. It'll make him feel so much better. So this girl comes out, and she's like calling the police, and I can't get in touch with Chippy's parents. And the girl, she had to stay there and wait for the ambulance. I wasn't gonna stay and wait for the ambulance because, I don't know. I guess it would be better if an adult handled that rather than some freaking 13-year-old. You know what I mean? I figured Chip would be better hands with the, with the big boob cleavage girl. So I had left, but since as far away as Chippy left, the fastest way to get there was to bike there. And I'm just like, he was just on a bike, and now there's a big hole in his leg. Do I want to get on a bike right now? No. So I'm trying to run like all over this freaking, all over the neighborhood to try to get to the other neighborhood to get to his parents. And I don't know, I was scared, so I started running with my bike, and then eventually I was like, screw it. So I actually, I built up the courage for my friend, and I rode the bike, and I got to his house. After I'd finally got to his damn house, because you have to go up like 3 straight hills, the lady got in touch with his parents, and then they were already there. So I got in the house is empty. I'm just like, god damn it. So now I have to ride my bike again downhill at fast speeds, very dangerous, and I'm like, oh, well, where's my hole in the leg? And then we got there, and then the ambulance was there, and he was taking Chippy away, and his parents were there, and they wouldn't let me in, unfortunately. And another thing, I couldn't get in touch with my parents off the spot. So me and Chippy's parents decided it would just be best if I didn't go, and I would stop by later to see how he was doing, because this way my parents would probably think that I was kidnapped or something. I don't know. And what happened was, when they went to the hospital, the handlebar was about an inch away from taking Chippy's manhood. He almost lost his little buddies. Did that just rewind? Did we just watch that twice? Whatever, it was an intense death, so we're gonna watch it again. So he was about an inch away from losing his Johnson, his little dangler. So the moral of the story here, guys, is wear the right safety equipment when biking. Had he been wearing jeans, that would have been a little bit tougher. They wouldn't have given so much, and he may not have punctured his leg. Just had a really bad bruise. Remember that, kids, and I will talk to you soon.